It was called Unsinkable, the largest, most luxurious ship the world had ever seen. But just 4 days into her maiden voyage, she vanished beneath the Atlantic, taking over 1,500 souls with her. But what really happened that night? Was it arrogance, a failed system, or something no one saw coming? This isn't just the story of a ship. This is the true, haunting tale of dreams, wealth, warnings ignored, and a disaster that still echoes through time. The Titanic. The night the sea stole a legend. In 1912, at the height of the Industrial Revolution, mankind dared to conquer the sea with a vessel so advanced, so massive, and so elegant that it seemed nothing could touch her. The RMS Titanic was a floating city, 882 feet long, 11 stories high, with ballrooms, swimming pools, and rooms so lavish they rivaled royal palaces. Built in Belfast by Harland and Wolff, Titanic was not just a marvel of engineering, it was a monument to human pride. Advertised as virtually unsinkable, she carried not only steel and luxury, but a dangerous confidence. On April 10th, Titanic set sail from Southampton. On board were more than 2,200 passengers, business tycoons, immigrants chasing the American dream, newlyweds, children, and a crew proud to serve on the most famous ship afloat. The first-class decks were lined with the rich and powerful. John Jacob Astor IV, Benjamin Guggenheim, Isidore and Ida Strauss, people who shaped the world on land, now sailing above it in a triumph of human progress. But the real danger wasn't beneath the decks. It was ahead, drifting silently in the night. April 14th, the fourth day at sea, the temperature plummets. Ice warnings pour in from other ships in the North Atlantic, yet Titanic sails on at nearly full speed. The crew is told to maintain course. Why? Because time was money, and Titanic had a reputation to keep. The next 37 seconds change history. Titanic strikes the berg with a deep, scraping wound. To the untrained eye, nothing seems wrong. No explosion, no chaos. But below the surface, the ship is mortally wounded. Water floods 6 forward compartments, 2 too many for her to stay afloat. There were only enough lifeboats for half the people aboard. Many boats launched, half empty. Orders were confused. Some men disguised themselves as women to escape. Others chose to die with dignity. Down in the wireless room, Jack Phillips kept sending SOS messages until water reached the deck. He was just 25. The band played as the ship sank. Survivors would later say they played "Nearer, My God, to Thee," as if offering a lullaby to the dying.
At 2:20 a.m., the Titanic broke in half. Her stern rose high into the sky, then plunged into the freezing Black Sea. More than 1,500 people died, not from the impact, but from the cold. Hypothermia set in within minutes. Those who survived watched helplessly as the cries of hundreds faded into silence. The rescue ship Carpathia arrived 2 hours too late to save them. Only 705 survived. If this video gives you value, comment value, subscribe, like, and share. But here's what many don't know. The Californian, a ship just 10 miles away, saw Titanic's flares, but never came. Its radio operator had turned in for the night. Investigations revealed shocking failures, ignored warnings, lifeboat shortages, delayed rescues, and still, Titanic became legend. Not because of the steel, but because of the people. Margaret Molly Brown refused to be silent. She took an oar, shouted orders, and made history as the unsinkable Molly Brown. Isidore Strauss, co-owner of Macy's, refused to leave his wife. Ida chose to stay behind, saying, "We have lived together for many years. Where you go, I go." And then there's the question that still haunts the ocean floor. What was the cost of ignoring warnings in the pursuit of power, prestige, and speed? Titanic didn't just sink into the Atlantic. It sank into the soul of humanity. A monument to both our greatest dreams and our greatest mistakes. More than a century later, the wreck still lies 2.5 miles below the surface, quiet, cold, and waiting. Thanks for watching.